I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should get the Z Fold 5. So I have the S23 Ultra, and I want to have it, and I want to have the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic 47 millimeter, and I possibly want to get the phone from Samsung, the Z Fold 5. And I am wanting to do it before the price goes up. So I think by the 11th, the pre-orders will be over and you won't be able to get all the discounts that are available on Samsung's website. So right now is the time to go out and get it. If you're thinking about getting it, now's the time. Now it's up to me to decide whether or not I want to finance that phone. And the thing is I don't want to take on something else to have to pay for, but I know I do want to get it because I want to compare that phone with my S23 Ultra and see if the S Pen experience is any better. The S23 Ultra experience is good with the S Pen, so I already know that I like it, but the S Pen for a bigger, almost tablet experience like the Z Fold 5 would have, I think would be better. I feel like maybe possibly it would be better just to get a tablet instead. But the thing is with the tablet and the S Pen, it's gonna work good, but I would like to be able to put a foldable tablet in my pocket and it can be used as a phone. So you can pair a SIM to it and be able to send messages, use data like you would just a regular phone. It doesn't have to be like a digits line that you would get on like a carrier. So that kind of operates a little bit different, right? So I don't think getting a tablet for me necessarily, which the Tab S9 Ultra actually looks pretty cool, but it's a big one. That's a big one. I don't know if I would get that size. Even maybe just an S9 tablet or the S9 Plus would be good. But still, I really would like to experience the Z Fold and see what that's all about. The thing is, the S Pen that would come with the new slim case that Samsung has available for their phones. By the way, if you go to the website right now for Samsung, they have the S Pen case available in, I believe, all the colors. And just earlier today, they only had the sand one available, which came with a coral pen, which that one looks pretty cool too. And they also had the different color phones. And that's also why I want to go on Samsung's website and do that, is because they have the option for the gray version of the phone, which has like a black outline for the camera, and then also a black outline for the actual phone itself. So that to me, I mean, I might as well. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I believe it would be here by, they said the delivery would be the 18th of August instead of the 11th. But I think just waiting a little bit longer, I don't think would be a big deal. Just what, another 7 days? I think that would be worth it. And sometimes they send them out earlier anyway. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you do? I feel like either I go and do that now and get that savings, or I have to buy one from my carrier later and hope that some discount or savings comes up later, or maybe Samsung will come up with some sort of discount or whatever, which they will. I'm sure they will later on in the year, but it's not going to be like they are now. Just like Tech Odyssey was saying on YouTube here, he said that, I agree with him in this, Samsung wants to push their devices now. They want to show their investors and everybody else, hey, this is the phone to get. You know, this is how many people have been buying this phone. They're going to give discounts right now higher than any other time to make sure that happens, right? To get people purchasing these phones. So yeah, so far, if you guys are wondering, I am liking the S23 Ultra. It's a good phone. I have been using an iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro. I gave my wife the iPhone 14 Pro, dropped down to the iPhone 13 Pro, and sold the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And I still have the Apple Watch Ultra. And I'm liking that setup so far with the 13 Pro and the Ultra. I have the Galaxy 47-inch Classic, 6 Classic coming on the 11th. It might be here a little bit sooner. And I'm going to see how I like that comparing to this watch right here, to see if there's much of a difference. I don't know, because here's the thing is, I've heard that Samsung watches, the software just isn't as good as an Apple Watch. And I'm looking forward to trying that out. I want to compare these side by side. I want to see if the battery actually lasts a little bit longer on this watch than a Galaxy Watch. I have so much information on this watch, all my health data, all the years. I mean, since I've had an Apple Watch, I believe since 2014, I've had an Apple Watch. So that means I have all kinds of badges, all kinds of achievements that I have saved up on my watch, and I won't have those anymore when I go to the Samsung watch. I don't know if that really matters too much, because I used to keep track of that back before I ended up in the hospital a while back for like 2 months, and that kind of, from then on I just haven't been keeping up with my stats and stuff. So maybe that doesn't really matter as much as it used to, but it still kind of does matter to me, and I would hate to lose that. So it comes down to, what can I afford? How much can I actually afford? And really, honestly, does it matter if I can afford it, really? Because if I'm going to do it for this channel, if you guys are going to benefit from it, maybe I do need to get it. But honestly, what it comes down to also is, I purchase this stuff for me because I like technology, just like you guys. And I want to make sure I'm spending my money the right way. Because especially now, it's not hard to come by money right now, but the problem is it's good to save money right now, because we kind of don't know what's going to happen in the economy, right? So because that's kind of shaky, I feel like it'd be taking a chance and being maybe a little bit irresponsible. So I know I have the 14 days to try it out, so I could just go ahead and do that. I could do the financing through Samsung or even my carrier, and just go ahead and do that. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll just go through my carrier, finance the phone, and if it's super amazing, then I will go ahead, and when the next deal comes out, I will go back to Samsung and get the actual phone that I wanted to begin with. I think that's probably a good idea. We'll see. Maybe I can somehow get the money together to go ahead and pay off that phone early anyway and just sell it. I think resale value on the phone is going to be fairly decent anyway. I don't think it's going to be up there with an iPhone, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see how good resale value is on these Samsung devices. I was contemplating getting the Pixel Fold. That is one of the competitors for me in this. But the thing is, I really like using the S Pen. And because I like using the S Pen, and that's the main thing I want to compare, is the S23 Ultra S Pen and the Pixel 5. No, sorry. Not the Pixel Fold, because it doesn't have an S Pen. The Galaxy Z Fold S Pen experience. I feel like that's going to be the best way to go. And also, I like to put my own screen protectors on there, and I want to see what screen protectors actually work the best. I feel like Whitestone is going to be one of the ones. Whitestone Dome glass. It's not going to be glass, but Whitestone Dome's film that they just came out with for the flip versions of the new Samsung devices. It might be a good alternative. By the way, one last thing is, Samsung does have the slim case with a screen protector like combo that you can buy online as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. I want to make that purchase, but I'm kind of torn. I'm not sure if I should, make that. I don't know if it's a good idea for me. What would you guys do if you were me? All right, guys, my name is Mike, and this is Something Mobile. My goal on this channel is to help you find the right phone, case, and face to fit your life and style. Hopefully I helped you guys. Yeah, thanks for listening to my rambling and helping me think through what I need to do. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next one.